Okay. Now the Sölkha practice, the Torma offering to the Dharma protectors. And we will begin on page 1. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Simchen tamje deva dan deva jo dan dambar churje donga dan donga je jo do do churje donga mebe deva dan mandrara churje nyeren cha dan ye da do donyon la ne ba churje.
May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Ranya dan lo sarva to so lan tra ramyang ka me long che yen ba lan ka nyer jo ser ja ton ne ja lung me deng de tu ji dan de zhong yang xian jia qian na shang a de zi nga jie ba wu hong zheng shi a da da man lang bam bam tam jian zi hong jian na wo long yu bu long yu me ba zi xie xie ke we ni ju be we zi lui jie ta ma me jie ge ka chu da de wong wa hu zik le wong chu de jie go wi zhi jiang yan sum da wa jie wu jie de zi chan ba ye yi xi de zi jiang so ju.
Back to page 3. I appear as the Yidam deity. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate Ram, Yam, and Kam. Fire, wind, and water burn, scatter, and wash away the faults and defects of the Torma. Above wind and fire is a hearth of skulls. Above that is a vast and spacious skull filled with the 5 meats and 5 nectars. The 5 meats are marked with Om, Hong, Tam, Hri, Ah, and the 5 nectars with Mam, Lam, Bam, Pam, and Tam. A wind of Hong emerges from the nostrils, blowing, stirring, and lighting the fire, which melts and boils the substances. The defects bubble over, and the pure essence fills the skull to the brim. Above a moon disk lid, Hong, Ah, and Om are stacked one above the other. Lights radiate from these and gather nectar, which merges with the syllables. The 3 syllables and moon disk melt into light and dissolve into the nectar. Thus it transforms into an ocean of wisdom nectar.
Om Hong Ha Ho Shi Om Ha Ho Shi Om Ho Ha Ho Shi Rang Ge To Ge Sa Wong Le Wen Che Lama Ye Dang Dang Kan Zhu Qi Jiong Su Me Cu No La So Jiong Xip Da Dang Ge Re Lan Jiang Zhu Zhu Ji Jian Dang Zhen Dang Dun Da De.
Light radiates from the seed syllables at my heart, inviting the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, the protectors and guardians of the Dharma, wealth gods, guardians of the directions, local spirits, obstructing spirits, karmic creditors, and the 6 classes of beings, who then gather before me like billowing clouds.
Agam Sabda Bade Zaya Sova.
According to their ranking order, these guests partake of the Torma, with light tubes emerging from their Vajra tongues, and thus are pleased and satisfied. Shako Dajin Kuwanzu Uma Aho
zhu sun jin ta ye zu, qi jin Torma jia qin du, ji xie ru ji ka rang ka ye, ra rang Torma zuo yin du, kan de san san de.
Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Guardian, Great Black One, and Haruka, Glorious Great Bhairava. By nature you are one with Dharmata. In essence you are the same within primordial wisdom, and in character you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances, you are the foremost lord of all appearance and existence, and all gods and demons, wrathful local guardian, great leader of activity oppressors, invincible sovereign of radiant splendor. You protect awareness-holding yogins as if they were your own children, and you assess the absorption of oath-bound practitioners. You are endowed with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, and the power of magnetizing activity. You are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill in protecting the teachings is sublime. Powerful Lord with the name, the one endowed with mighty Vajra wrath, great warrior God of yogins, please heed me. Please dwell in this holy shrine of enlightened body, speech, and mind of myself, the yogin called Vajra Heruka. Please act to conquer the dread of the four Maras, and all obstacles along my path of supreme bliss, whereby I will accomplish unsurpassed awakening. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the authentic path. Until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, and cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities, without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Ma Shri. By the power of your compassion and previous aspirations, Mother Achi Choki Droma, arise from the Dharma sphere and look upon me from the space of primordial wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Achi, Lady of Nanam, powerful Dharma Tara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble Lady Tashi Siringma, Mio Lopsangma, Tekar Drosangma, Tingi Shalsangma, Enchupan Drinsangma, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of frightening hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledge to protect the teachings of the Kagyu lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades. Your compassion never withholds. Your blessings are never far, and your power is unobstructed. All of you bless us yogins and our retinues through your enlightened body. Bless us through your enlightened speech. Bless us through your enlightened mind. Bless us through your enlightened qualities. Bless us through your enlightened activities. Act so as to conquer adverse circumstances and the dread of the four Maras. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase, and may God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Jaya, Jaya, Siddhi, Siddhi, Pala, Pala.
Parjian Gumbo Dunja Zangada, Napu Tungdang Shazan Dunjan, Mamo Sewa Kansen, Ponya Lipsi, and the Taman, Upset Chuju Lepsi, Chungkurja, Tashi Tere, Muna Jamdrat, Hara Mansan Jerchi and Amtus, Zamparanga Lezi Norja, Shijo Yayo Zabdurahala. Jachi Konga Nuji Yana, Tanchi Tala Tsangpa Gini, Sitin Gumba Tenpa Jonala, Sitin Talo Yache Jinzaita, Nante Kosong Toyon Chelet, Sawa Lato Sunko Tenpezo, Nijun Toyon Adarin Chinto, Tashi Chere Mungna Jamdrata, Rima Chujuk Hira Dormes, Rume Taza Rinchen Kangut, Koku Tama Zangu Jubet, Zika Jube Ishin Jubet, Tansang Tamchi Jamsu Tola, Solo Chudo Bala Jijaj, Tukdan Kango Tamchi Nyamchaj, Gachur Sojo Jibe Jajus, Jube Tasung Chile Ngundu, Katan Kinton Todan Kanzo, Nadir Namadraso Nubek Bond, Parche Jinda Suva Burdon, Chesam Dona Jibin Rabard, Jete Sungo Juderan Chen, Shedrip Temba, Sachin Chaban, Chungo Deso Gacha Longjo, Tanche Suma Jete Sevet, Namjo Jovan Chelan Rabard, Sanje Tenson Kojo Banto. Bendun Devja Namjo Zeba, Yeba Taso Trapo Tombol, Kortan Longju Jeba Nida, Gimi Lanso Jeba Ludab, Meglayam Chin Dema Jeva, Navakadun Yimbetam Dish, Tejing Eba Nata Mandra, Sekom Jobaron Zentambata, Ula Renja Deva Konanta. Yila Gambar Robert Tenzin, Sayan Nayan Gumbar, Chusur Chuchu Chudrup Chudinan, Tsulniy Chung Zedong Chewa, Yela Trashi Lom Jung Punzum, Siso Lam Chang Chule Dronzo, Jikpat Jaja Chung Gon Sewa, Dona Samdo Yojin Robert, Dadan Taye Simchen Tamjet, Lame Zoba Sojo Drubal, Parche Parche Mala Shivat, Tunje Mala Lonja Drubal, Xie Kanje Yala Chamba Zomje, Nebe Mudro Zoman Drubal, Sarva Sede Meba and Sarva Kama Sudam Jiran Guru Hum Ha Sarva Dadanga Benda Beda Baba Masa Sado Dana Danda Lenjedo Korwa Seda Yoneja Nemi Teda Wanso Chona le baza du so Sirja de Jambanza so Jom den de Jingar Drupanzi pe Kanzala Virgin Chong Ashaji Sujong Sumanam Je Dashi Dzambhala.
Now, Dzambhala, summoning good fortune, page 63, in a rainfall of benefit and happiness. no purpose even names so confused they don't exist. Vajras Advagan blessings miracles wisdoms in the holy endowed land of burning splendor even names so confused I don't exist. Radna Samba only still equanimity wisdom in the ocean pure land of great happiness. Even names for confused desire are gone. Amitabha bless gone. Discerning wisdom city in fulfilled activity. Dear land of perfect Buddha deeds, there's no words for jealousy, no more graciety, stars accomplishing wisdom in the open Dharma's way, endowed with by perfections, ignorance does not exist, Vairachana Grand Dharma, Dante wisdom city, grandfather the 5 great mothers and long life incarnated Hridya, not such a with in his boundless emptiness, mastery, fortune of profound mantra, gurus of phenomena, where all lineage hidden grant awakening in one life, fortune of Mahamudra, in the sphere of self-display. The items of peace and wrath, constant supreme and common power, CD fulfilling all in 24 sacred sides, gather infinite sky dancers, grant brightening, liberating powers. Fortune of secret draw him down, Mokayas expand, struggle lineage lords and king, granting might and acting grace to stages deity, in all taming to the sphere, dwell Mahakala, God concentrating sin, the fortune of enlightened, holy in Vajravana, Dzambhala was the Lord God Dzambhala, who works kindly for all beings, master of life, merit, well, food and fortune with your God, don't waver from your heart's pledge. Think of us compassionately, bring your all of life forge. Bring the fortune of cattle, fortune of swift horses, and wealth of wish-granting livestock, the fortune of fertile sheep, and of herds and horse, fortune of goats and souls, blessed cattle, wealth of wish-granting cows, bulls, mules to carry heavy loads, all this good fortune bring, the fortune of fine lovely silk, highly priced gold and silver, fertile soil and the 6 grades, precious gems and ornaments, food and drink of every kind, bring them here as fortune, Brahma's fortune from above, God's good spirits well, Nagas wishing below, 3 worlds, gods and humans well, bring them here as good fortune, the purpose of evil, Dzambhala holy Dharma, Balan Chos Boshuna, Yadramanians Wondervinti, Beings life, strength, and merit. Of all hands made therefore, Joe, smite Chinese kings all reaching forth, Persian king Fortuna, well the army of King I saw, the cottage of Ukar, has been fortune bring them, here fortune of the endless sky, fortune of the stable ground, birthday of good and grow, they were adjustment of nature's strength, thunder weapons, miracle powers, minds you uphold those great, show us fortune of brave and strong, boys virtuous and beautiful girls. Your husband please hold on, may he bring the years to fortune, like sun and mercies turn right. Eastern long life fortune, come like the swirling southern cloud. Southern long life fortune, come like enshrouding stars. Long life fortune, please come here like the river flows northern. Long life fortune, please come here like rain falling from above the long life fortune, come like six rains ripening me. Long life fortune, come fortune of melodious praise. Come like turquoise dragon, draw fortune of hearts to dance love. Come like dazzling star garlands. Holy Eastern Vajradhaki, nay, bring my fortune fancy, fire, disease, demons, hindrances, southern Jewel-taki, nay, bring your sources Buddha, well vexed and like marine riches, western lotus darky, nay, some about to die, all things, some saw in nirvana, northern action darky, nay, diets in not made hinders evil, well cause with your ready, never bring him over, bring all species objects here, bring fortunate objects here, always remain and displace and make these fortunes steadfast. Broken ties like substance, save us under this like fountain, please remain from wandering. Grant eternal mercy, never let them lost treasures here, grant not them marriage, grant the cities let them be accomplished spontaneously, Sadhana city Three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana and assembly of wealth gods, please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain the power over unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence kaya empowerment. the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the Guru's three kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the long-life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment of the Dakinis of Udayana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is attained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Dzambhala, Yabum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is the primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomena of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment of the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. The Guru, who is the three kayas, deities of longevity, dakinis of Udayana, and assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind, this life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve, like clouds dissolving in the sky, or water pouring into water without reference point into the all-pervasive open space of awe. Within a state of non-distraction, rest at ease. In the unborn basic space of phenomena, let go of everything. In a state of simplicity, remain free and open. Seal with steadfastness. Samaya, seal, seal, seal. Om Shri. By this virtue of timelessness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha field great bliss, and reach the ground of no return. Then on the next page, the World Peace Prayer. To the unfailing sources of refuge, the three jewels and three roots, and especially Chenrezig, the protector of the land of snows. To noble Tara and Guru Padmasambhava I pray, please remember your sacred pledge of former times. Please grant blessings that this aspiration be entirely fulfilled. In this dark age of decline, the thoughts and actions of beings are corrupted, and the balance of the outer and inner elements is lost. Through these causes and conditions, humans and animals alike are seized by epidemics and diseases unknown in the past. They are struck by planetary demons, nagas, evil spirits, dark forces, and elemental spirits. Crops are damaged by blight, frost, and hail, and there is fighting and dispute. Untimely rains, heat waves, and droughts in the world, fear of earthquakes, fire, adversaries, and natural catastrophes, and in particular evil herds that hurt the teachings and so forth, cause harm and violence throughout the world. May these be swiftly pacified and vanquished from their very roots. In the minds of all beings, human and non-human, may precious and supreme bodhicitta arise naturally, and free of harmful thoughts and actions. May the minds of all be filled with love for one another. May the entire world enjoy abundant happiness and wealth. May the Buddha's teachings spread far and endure long. By the truthful power of the three roots, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and by whatever virtuous roots there are in samsara and nirvana, and by the power of our highest pure intention, may this aspiration be fulfilled. Okay, now in our blue prayer book, on page 61, the dedication prayer. Right? Oh, Samantabhadra, Kuntuzampo. Sorry, Kuntuzampo prayer. The prayer of Kuntuzampo on page 40. 40. Oh, everything, appearance and existence, samsara and nirvana, has a single ground and yet two paths and two fruitions, and magically displays as awareness or unawareness. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, may all beings become Buddhas, completely perfected in the abode of the Dharmadhatu. The ground of all is uncompounded, and the self arising great expanse beyond expression has neither the name samsara nor nirvana. Realizing just this, you are a Buddha. Not realizing this, you are a being wandering in samsara. I pray that all you beings of the three realms may realize the true meaning of the inexpressible ground. I, Kuntuzampo, have realized the truth of this ground, free from cause and condition, which is just this self-arising awareness. It is unstained by outer expression and inner thought, affirmation or denial, and is not defiled by the darkness of unmindfulness. Thus, this self-manifesting display is free from defects. I, Kuntuzampo, abide as intrinsic awareness. Even though the three realms were to be destroyed, there is no fear. There is no attachment to the five desirable qualities of sense objects. In self-arising consciousness free of thoughts, there is neither solid form nor the five poisons. In the unceasing clarity of awareness, singular in essence, there yet arises the display of the five wisdoms. From the ripening of these five wisdoms, the five original Buddha families emerge, and through the expanse of their wisdom, the 42 peaceful Buddhas appear. Through the arising power of the five wisdoms, the 60 wrathful Herukas manifest. Thus, the ground awareness is never mistaken or wrong. I, Kuntuzampo, am the original Buddha of all, and through this prayer of mine, may all you beings who wander in the three realms of samsara realize the self-arising awareness, and may your great wisdom spontaneously increase. My emanations will continuously manifest in billions of unimaginable ways, appearing in forms to help you beings who can be trained. Through my compassionate prayer, may all you beings who wander in the three realms of samsara escape from the 6 life forms. From the beginning, you beings are deluded because you do not recognize the awareness of the ground. Being thus unmindful of what occurs is delusion, the very state of unawareness and the cause of going astray. From this delusive state comes a sudden fainting away, and then a subtle consciousness of wavering fear. From that wavering, there arises a separation of self and the perception of others as enemies. Gradually, the tendency of separation strengthens, and from this the circle of samsara begins. Then the emotions of the 5 poisons develop. The actions of these emotions are endless. You beings lack awareness because you are unmindful, and this is the basis of your going astray. Through my prayer, may all you beings recognize your intrinsic awareness. Innate unawareness means unmindfulness and distraction. Imputing unawareness means dualistic thoughts towards self and others. Both kinds of unawareness are the basis for the delusion of all beings. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, may all you beings wandering in samsara clear away the dark fog of unmindfulness, clear away the clinging thoughts of duality. May you recognize your own intrinsic awareness. Dualistic thoughts create doubt. From subtle attachment to this dualistic turn of mind, dualistic tendencies become stronger and thicker. Food, wealth, clothes, home, and friends, the 5 objects of the senses and your beloved family. All these things cause torment by creating longing and desire. These are all worldly delusions. The activities of grasping and clinging are endless. When the fruition of attachment ripens, you are born as a hungry ghost, tormented by coveting and desiring, miserable, starving, and thirsty. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, may all you desirous and lustful beings who have attachments neither reject longing desires nor accept attachment to desires. Let your consciousness relax in its own natural state. Then your awareness will be able to hold its own. May you achieve the wisdom of perfect discernment. When external objects appear, a subtle consciousness of fear will arise. From this fear, the habit of anger becomes stronger and stronger. Finally, hostility comes, causing violence and murder. When the fruition of this anger ripens, you will suffer in hell by boiling and burning. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, you beings of the 6 realms, when strong anger arises for you, neither reject nor accept it. Instead, relax in the natural state and achieve the wisdom of clarity. When your mind becomes full of pride, there will arise thoughts of competition and humiliation. As this pride becomes stronger and stronger, you will experience the suffering of quarrels and abuse. When the fruition of this karma ripens, you will be born in the God realms and experience the suffering of change and falling to lower rebirths. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, may you beings who develop pride, let your consciousness relax in the natural state. Then your awareness will be able to hold its own. May you achieve the wisdom of equanimity. By increasing the habit of duality, by praising yourself and denigrating others, your competitive mind will lead you to jealousy and fighting, and you will be born in the jealous God realm, where there is much killing and injury. From the result of that killing, you will fall into the hell realm. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, when jealousy and competitive thoughts arise, do not grasp them as enemies. Just relax and ease, then consciousness can hold its own natural state. May you achieve the wisdom of unobstructed action. By being distracted, careless, and unmindful, you beings will become dull, foggy, and forgetful. By being unconscious and lazy, you will increase your ignorance, and the fruition of this ignorance will be to wander helplessly in the animal realm. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, may you beings who have fallen into the dark pit of ignorance shine the light of mindfulness and thereby achieve wisdom free from thought. All you beings of the 3 realms are actually identical to Buddhas, the ground of all, but your misunderstanding of the ground causes you to go astray, so you act without aim. The 6 karmic actions are a delusion, like a dream. I am the primordial Buddha here to train the 6 kinds of being through all my manifestations. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, may all you beings, without exception, attain enlightenment in the state of Dharmadhatu. Aho. Hereafter, whenever a very powerful yogin with his or her awareness, radiant and free from delusion, recites this very powerful prayer, then all who hear it will achieve enlightenment within 3 lifetimes. During a solar or a lunar eclipse, during an earthquake or when the earth rumbles, at the solstices or the new year, you should visualize Kuntuzampo and if you pray loudly so all can hear, the beings of the 3 realms will be gradually liberated from suffering through the prayer of the yogin and will finally achieve enlightenment.
Long life.
Now in the yellow prayer book, we will do the long life prayers, page 22. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. Tenzin Gyaltso Lord Chenrezig, may you remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the 3 jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion. Supreme are your activities of guiding others with your perfect deeds. May you, the precious Guru, who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drigungpa, the great Lord of the 3 jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peace and light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. The one known in the noble land as Aryadeva, emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Drigungpa, the heart son of Jigten Gunpa. May the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 aeons. Page 28. May the teachings of the great Drigungpa Ratnashri, Master of interdependence, omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld until the end of cyclic existence through study, practice, hearing, contemplation, and meditation. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate aeon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate to the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
Sadhana 27, shower blessing.
And now we go back to our main sadhana for the shower of blessings on page 27.
Lama Renzen Zaba Sunje Tujugo Tomje Jinda Badar Sun Sanla Wango Zurshen Chele Rubar.
From the life force hung at the heart of myself, visualized as the deity radiates light, invoking the enlightened mind of the Guru, knowledge holders, and 3 roots, they all appear like billowing clouds and bestow blessings, empowerment in cities, and perform enlightened deeds. Yellow Book, page 30.
'Thank you, dear Sangha, for joining us and for your dedicated practice and all of your Mani Mantra accumulations. Thank you to our guest Lamas, Tsulniy Rinpoche and Khenpo Jiga Rinpoche, and to Venerable Khenpo Tenzin, Lama BuNima, for guiding us in this practice. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Arizona time and continue with our Mani retreat and teachings from His Eminence Gerchen Rinpoche. Thank you.